What's going on, guys? Recon here, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I will be finally reviewing the one phone I've always wanted to review. The one phone that I was like, I have to review this phone as soon as I start uploading videos, and I finally get to do this. Yes, I'm going to be reviewing the one and only, the main driver for me, my Galaxy S23 Ultra. I will be finally reviewing this phone, and I will be giving you guys my own personal experience with this phone, the good and the bad of this phone, and if you should buy it in 2024. We got the S24 Ultra out. We about to get the S25 Ultra in a couple months. Should you buy the S23 Ultra? Is it still worth it? So let's get on with the review. So as you guys can see, I do have the official Samsung case on my S23 Ultra. I did recently just get the official Samsung case delivered in through Amazon, because of course on the website they don't have it right now. They only have the silicone cases and all the official Samsung cases for the S23 Ultra, and I mean the S24 Ultra and the newer ones. But let me take it off the case so you are able to see the true beauty of this beautiful phone, this gorgeous phone. In my opinion, I'm actually really glad I did the switch from iPhone to Android. Look at this beauty right here, the green color. Oh, such a beautiful phone. I'm so happy with this phone, although it is about to turn 2 years old, because we are about to get the S25 Ultra, of course, in 2025, at the beginning of 2025. But it's still one of my favorite phones I've ever used. Now, I do want to give a quick shout out. They're not sponsoring this video whatsoever. I don't even think they know about this video or about me. But I do want to give a quick shout out to ESR for making MagSafe cases for Android. So if you're like, oh, I don't want an Android because it doesn't have MagSafe, boom, I got MagSafe compatibility right there. I do have my MagSafe wallet. I don't have it at hand right. You know what? Let me go get it real quick. All right, guys, I got my MagSafe wallet. So as y'all can see, this is the ESR MagSafe wallet. It is also a stand, but I broke my hinge. So now I just use it to hold my driver's license, my card, and my insurance card. So, boom, I got MagSafe compatibility. And then look at that. Look at the strength of that magnet. Maximum shakage right there, and boom, it doesn't go out whatsoever. So, big shout out to ESR for making MagSafe case for the S23 Ultra. But let me take it out real quick. There we go. Look at this beauty of this phone. It does have a little bit wear and tear here, as y'all can see, a little bit on the frame, on the aluminum frame right there, a little bit wear and tear. But overall, this phone is still in such a good condition. Now, one thing I will say about this phone is that the experience has been extremely incredible. I have faced a little bit of some problems here and there, but I mean, it's natural. It's almost 2 years old, so it's all right. But let me give you guys some quick specs of this phone. This phone does have a 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display with 120 hertz, as y'all can see. Beautiful display right there. Such a gorgeous display. I do have it in vivid mode. I don't have it in natural mode, which is why you can see so many colors. If you want to do it in natural mode, you can definitely put it in natural mode. But I like it vivid. Vivid mode is just it for me. I love this one so much. Now, another quick thing I do want to mention is that it does have the curved display, so you will definitely be able to see more body to aspect ratio. A little bit, you'll be able to get a little bit more real estate with the screen due to the curvage. But of course, it is curved, so like when it comes to screen protectors, it is a pretty complicated situation for the screen protectors compared to like the S24. Now that it's officially flat, a flat display, is not curved anymore. Moving on, this S23 Ultra does come with its own Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, which is actually a pretty good chip. Of course, it's specifically made for Galaxy, but it's not that much of a difference compared to the regular Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. But this phone also does come with 5,000 milliamp hour batteries, and it comes with 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM. I personally got the base one. I did get 8 gigs of RAM, which I will say I did make a mistake right there. But I will talk about it a little bit later on. And the camera qualities, it has a quad camera, two telephoto cameras, one at 3x, one at 10x. I got the main and the ultra wide with 200 megapixels. Such incredible cameras, I will say. You can definitely use it in a pro way. You can tweak it, edit it, and you can make the camera, and you can make the pictures and videos you take on this phone make it look good. um I really don't have no complaints on the camera department with this phone whatsoever. One thing I will say is that I do find sometimes the 10x, hold on, let's see, I do sometimes find the 10x a little bit overkill. I would have preferred the 5x, like the S24 Ultra, but it's still good. It still does it. So let's move on. So guys, now, one thing I will mention about this phone is that the biometrics on this one are extremely smoothly. Hold on, let me do face, boom, face unlock, 1. Let's try to get 3 in a row. Let's see if we can get 2, 3, really quick. And we got the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor right there on the display, which is really, really convenient for me. I use it a lot. I really use it a lot. The S23 Ultra has been such an incredible phone, which is the reason why it's my main driver. And when I did do my Moto G5G review, I did use it for a whole week, but I did say on that video that I kept finding myself going back to my S23 Ultra. Of course, you're probably gonna say like, oh, of course it's natural because that's a cheap phone compared to the S23 Ultra, but the big part of it is just the screen of it. Just the whole entire experience of One UI is really, really good. I enjoy One UI. You can customize this phone in so many ways, which is just incredible, which is something that, in my opinion, Apple lacks on, which is why I switched to Android. I know I could have switched probably to a Pixel, which people do recommend if you're gonna switch from if you're gonna go to Team Android and you have a previous iPhone, they recommend going to a Pixel due to that feel of an iPhone. It's a little bit closer to what an iPhone feels like. It's the iPhone of the Androids, but I was like, nah, I'm going straight to Samsung, and boom, I bought the S23 Ultra. I don't regret it whatsoever, but the one thing I do regret when buying this phone was the storage I got and the RAM it came with. Now, the base of the S23 Ultra came with 256 gigs with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and then it goes up to 512 with 12 gigabytes of RAM. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the difference between the RAM? It's the longevity of the phone. If you're gonna use this phone for like 2-3 years, 12 gigabytes would have been way better. I have encountered some little bugs here and there, but it's not even bugs. It's mostly kind of lag, but that's due to the RAM capacity. That I did get 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's not really ideal, especially with such a high-end phone, being the Samsung with the S23 Ultra, such a high-end phone. You can do so much stuff with this phone. So 8 gigabytes of RAM really isn't that good compared to if you would have gotten 12 gigs of RAM. But it's still such a flawless phone, such a flawless experience, and honestly, this is still one of my favorite phones ever. And I was kind of thinking of buying the S24 Ultra, but the reason I didn't get it is because I do enjoy that curved display, although it is such a pain on the ass when getting a screen protector, because just the curved display just doesn't allow it to have enough glue for it to be on the display. But besides the curve experience, the curved display experience, I really do enjoy it a lot. It gives me that premium feel to the phone when I hold it. It just I know I'm holding a phone that is definitely worth almost 1.2K. It's such a flawless phone. I do love this phone. Now, moving on to the camera departments. The cameras have been the best part for me. I'm someone that I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna take a picture. I don't care. I need to take a picture of something. If I go out, especially downtown Houston, from where I'm from, there's a lot of stuff you want to take pictures of. And the camera quality of this phone has been really, really good, especially with the camera. The camera, just point and shoot anything. Hold on, let me pull up a picture real quick. Of a picture I took yesterday. And really, this camera still impressed me till this day. It impresses me so much. Boom. Look at that. Look at the camera quality. This is just a 12 megapixel. I did take it off the building of my school. Showcasing downtown right there. It's such a good experience. And the one thing I do The one thing I will mention about this phone is the 100 times zoom compatibility. Look at this. I was able to take a picture of the moon. Although it is kind of a fake moon, but it's still incredible that you can do that. And that's a 30x right there, 30x and 100x. But the versatility of the cameras for the S23 Ultra are really endlessly. I use the normal camera app, but there are times where I do want to take like pro pictures and stuff like that. Then I do open Expert Raw, and I do have my own settings right here. I do tweak it a little bit sometimes, but sometimes I don't. Right there's the 15 megapixel, boom, 12 megapixel. And the thing about the pro camera app is that you're able to use the super telephoto wide, the ultra wide. You're able to actually manually change the lens, unlike if you use the regular one. Sometimes it can be at 3x, but it still uses the main one, so it's just a crop. Doesn't really use the 3x telephoto lens, doesn't really use it compared to like if you use the Expert Raw app. Now, and they're probably saying, oh, Android cameras are not that good compared to iPhones. Every single video that I've recorded except for this one has been on this beauty right there. Every single video I've recorded has been on this beauty. You can see for yourself. Go look at the videos to see for yourself how good the camera quality is on this phone, and you'll see that it doesn't matter if it's an Android, it still produces such good quality. So guys, now I will be talking about my own personal experience with the S23 Ultra. Now, let me get this out the way. I did get the 8 gigabytes of RAM with this phone, which has given me some problems now in the long run. Like don't get me wrong, the first year having the S23 Ultra was incredible. Battery life, scrolling through social media, everything in general was just such a good experience. But after the S24 Ultra came out, and then a couple months later down the line, I started to see the problems. This phone is really good, but I would have preferred to get the 16 gigs, no, not the 12 gigs of RAM version of this phone, because on the longevity, it would have given me a better experience than what I already am experiencing. But there have been some times where I do see a little bit of lag here and there. And I know Apple users are about to cook me. Oh, you see, there's lag on the Androids. It doesn't matter. Now, it's because of the RAM capacity that it does have. But it's still such a smooth experience, as y'all can see right there for yourselves. I'm not getting any lag right now. There's just times where like the phone starts to get heated up, is where I get those lags. But it's due to the RAM. For it to only have 8 gigs of RAM isn't really good, especially with the monster of a phone this is. It needs 12 gigs of RAM. It really does. It's such a beast of a phone, which, it's understandable why it gets laggy with only 8 gigs of RAM. But overall, that's the only complaint I have about this phone. When it comes to camera quality is just so incredible. I absolutely love the cameras of this phone. I cannot, stress it enough. And you guys can see that for yourselves. Every single video on my channel has been recorded on this beast, which I want to retire it because I feel like I'm just wasting storage, but I want to retire it now. I am looking to buy a dedicated camera soon, hopefully soon. I know you're probably wondering how you're recording this video. I'm recording it through an iPhone. But overall, this phone has been such a beast of a phone. I really don't regret whatsoever buying this phone. I was actually thinking of either getting the S23 Ultra or getting the Z Flip 5 when it was out, but I did hear that the Z Flip 5 didn't have great cameras. So I was like, you know what, I'll just go for the S23 Ultra. Boom, I got it, and I don't regret it whatsoever. Now I'm currently looking to upgrade this phone. Maybe I'll maybe get the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Maybe I'll do the switch to the Pixel. I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'll just wait till the S25 Ultra comes out. But overall, this has been it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I know you're probably saying, oh, this review isn't really that long, or you've been waiting to do for so long. I'm sick right now. I don't know if you're able to hear it, but I'm really sick right now. I got allergies. Which is why this video is kind of short. But Or besides that, the grind still continues on no matter what, whether I'm sick or not, the grind will continue. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. Turn on post notifications because I do upload twice a week. So turn on post notifications. Leave a comment down below what type of video you want to see next. As y'all can see, I'm starting to get more interactions with my videos, so I'll interact back with you guys. So make sure to leave a comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and peace.